rehearsal for friendship ceremony.
Peking, capital of the People's Republic of China. The People's Sports Palace, where 18,000 Chinese are coming to see a hockey game.
Did you cut yourself? Yeah. How long is it? How much?
Do you have any idea where my contacts are?
No, what did you do with them last night?
This thing works. I don't know. I thought I have no idea where that.
More bothered than I am good, right?
Tonight, the Thunderbirds of the University of British Columbia will become the first hockey team from the Western world ever to play in China.
Two things. One, we're going to go out and play our hockey game. Now, I know that we had some comments made to us earlier about, what to expect over here in terms of protocol and everything else. But look at, I had a good conversation today with most of the coaches. And we're here for one set purpose. They want to learn from us. And they know that one of the things they need to learn is how to be physical and how to use their body. So we play our hockey game. We're going out to do that. All right, number two, for one of the first occasions in their television here, it's being seen all over this country. And it's being done because of the importance of Canadian hockey and what they think of Canadian hockey. And you are at this moment, whether you're the University of British Columbia or not, on your sweaters, are representing Canadian hockey. So what we do, we go and do really well. 25 after. 6 minutes, guys. You'll be given a pin by Jeff as you walk out there in the order you're supposed to be going out to exchange with the other team.
Are they able to? Because they're not going to knock me down or anything, eh?
No.
They're just going to try to stick check me.
Unless they've hired Pierpoint from Calgary.
But I think, I should be able to be open there.
Okay,
There's no doubt.
You lift this as much as anybody, so really start right off the bat. It's really important that you guys get started. I'm really worried about our first 10 minutes.
All right.
Here. Good. Good luck, Dave.
穿黄色上衣的是加拿大雷鸟冰球队。
特别注意火力啊，注意中锋，注意啊，底线的两个边锋两个人多去忙活，底线只能多有两个，不能再多了啊。
手上啊，手上注意点保护，另外，哎，反，
注意点反，注意点底线啊，注意点底线，底线控制一下啊，底线打。
我们先打。
Within minutes, the Canadians have 2 goals. The Chinese are clearly outclassed.
I think it's about time to sum your wraps at number 11, eh?
Demonstration.
Give him a little shot.
Friendship first.
Friendship last. Let's start rapping somebody.
Jeez, that's something else. I gotta say, they're not playing the puck anymore, Jeff.
Let's crap about friendship first.
Don't let him just get away with saying he's sorry, because he did it on purpose. So tell him he did not to do it.
You guys throwing your weight around too, or are you just sort of...
Oh yeah, but not too much. Not really having to tonight. But gotta go.
Pitched it, go! Come on, three! Inside, Bobby. Right up, heads up. Jeez.
The final score, Canada 5, China nothing.
Take me home, country road.
Just, well, you know, just that one guy that hit Bobby Sperling, he just, you know, he wouldn't shake hands after. Like, most of the guys are really good guys, even though they did hit sort of dirty and react strangely, but this guy just wouldn't shake, you know.
What's that,
some
number
guys
11?
like that, yeah, number 11.
Yeah, I gave him a good crack.
of these guys anyway. I mean, like,
They're the shit.
they are. Really. I mean, they got a long way to go.
Yeah, they might beat some university teams. They might have beat University of Victoria in our league, but their fundamentals aren't as good.
How does it feel to play in front of all these people?
Well, you notice it at first, but then with them saying nothing, you might as well be playing in Saskatoon.
Like when we hit them,
they're pretty solid, but they would great at balance.
They would bounce off 10 or 15 feet. But if they came to hit you, you sure felt it.
Were they sort of more timid holding back?
No, they weren't holding back. I don't think, because they did a lot of holding, slashing, kicking even, a couple of little ones, nothing serious.
I think they have a lot to learn about passing the puck to one another.
另外嘛，中国队还应该学一学这个传球的技术。
They must make sure they are passing to one another and do it firmer and crisper and more accurate.
Don Johnson, head of the Canadian delegation.
很准，传到那个地方，这个自己的那个本队的队员就能够接得住。
The Chinese team must attack together.
I can't imagine people so young being able to do that with their bodies. It's just amazing. It really is. Just as close as perfection I've ever seen, I think, with the body. Just.
Think that's going to help them playing hockey?
I don't know. I think that's above any kind of sport, any kind of level of sport we've achieved. Anyway.
Ask them about holidays. They don't get every 5 years they get 2 weeks off. 2 weeks, 5 years. Every 5 years.
Yeah, last Sunday.
You get Sunday off?
Last Sunday.
You get Sunday off every Sunday?
Yes.
You get this Sunday off? You won't be here this Sunday, you'll leave us this Sunday.
Because I'm one of the friends. I sacrifice my Sundays.
Yeah, okay, I'll stand.
You take the whole things for us?
Everybody, take it of everybody.
You can. Great shot.
You get 2 fingers on top, what is that?
Right there, that's over.
Take a look at this.
Well, you get to start going down.
Let's see you go.
Where you got to go up?
困难呢，啊？
小伙子，
你非常爬山有什么困难？
小伙子他根本不是走，他根本就无所谓。
This picture here shows the misery of the people in those days, while the emperors themselves enjoy such luxuries even after death. But the people had such a miserable life in those days. It's such a contrast.
For what reason was it miserable?
Well, the exploitation by the landlords and the emperors, the imperial families.
Hey, now how do you get out?
What, are you supposed to be the Great Indian Scouts or something, or what?
I take it that the man behind the phone is Bob Hindmarsh?
Yes?
I'm John Burns, the Globe Mail correspondent.
John, please to meet you.
Thank you. You're the first Western hockey team to come here. I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Go ahead. Good. I don't know if I got any answers.
Well, I saw your first two games here. Looks as though you're having a fairly easy time of it, at least as far as the hockey is concerned.
Yeah, I think we pretty well dominated the play. I'm really impressed with some phases of their game, though. Okay.
Can you talk underneath the top?
Basically, yes.
Good. It's been the case for many years that the governing axiom in Chinese sport is friendship rules, friendship before competition. And the games that I've seen played in Peking in the 3 years that I've been here, the predominant impression has been an unwillingness to engage in the rougher techniques, which it seems to me are an essential part of hockey. Are they now prepared to start playing hockey as we do, or are they going to be indefinitely handicapped by an unwillingness to get right?
We came out with the idea that they wouldn't engage in any kind of physical contact, and lo and behold, they came out and started belting us all over. Now, they're not the same size as we are, but I'll tell you, they're courageous. They were physically tough. They put their nose right in there.
Some of those boys, who are pretty tough North China boys, short, stocky, but very tough. They've lived hardy lives. They were coming off the ice hurting.
I was just going to ask if you spoke any Chinese, ask that fellow if you'd sharpen that razor, because I don't know if the rest of the people get a shave in here is physically as tough. So that big hurts.
他的意思是那个给他比较痛，可以。
I just hope you told him to sharpen the razor and not cut my throat if I say the wrong answers.
I told him that you were suffering a little pain.
Sorry, but, you were saying about body checking.
My impression is, for what it's worth, that body checking is not only politically but culturally a very difficult thing for them to accept. The Chinese are not and never have been an antagonistic people. They seek to avoid confrontation.
Well, and one of the questions that came up was the sort of the philosophical aspect of body checking. They really kind of understand us as a people in terms of our body checking. And I made the comment to them, I didn't know, I thought that because we come from a very cold climate, that there tend to be a very hardy people originally in our country. And they couldn't see any reason why their people wouldn't be just as sturdy and as have the stamina as Canadians who live in a cold climate.
I don't know what the Chinese told you, but it approved my coming with you to Harbin and Changchun and Jilin, which is fine for me because these are three cities that very, very few foreigners have been to since before the Cultural Revolution. So I think we're going to see an interesting political situation up there. My point was that you're going to also find the crowds up in Harbin and elsewhere in what we call Manchuria very much more partisan. In Peking, yours were the goals they applauded. They had no goals to applaud of their own, but if they had, you'd have found that they applauded yours more than they applauded theirs. Now, you ain't going to see none of that in Harbin because those crowds up there are going to want to see the hometown boys score.
Harbin in Manchuria. It is one of the cities long closed to Westerners, and most of the inhabitants have never before seen a Caucasian.
Somebody grab it. Heavy. Too heavy, Roddy. Hot. Nippy out, eh?
I'll see.
Boy.
We don't have it.
Huh?
Move it, you guys. We're late.
Let it go, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Crowd there.
Ni hao. Ni hao. Ni hao. Speed skaters, hey? Ni hao. You like this?
Only a swap, Bob.
Huh?
Swapping skates.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know how to use them.
The best elbowers in the world. Look at this kid out here. His elbow's about 6 feet in the air. You know, the sticks are about a foot too long, and the way they compensate for it is hang on to it by the end and stick their elbow way in the air.
What do you think of them compared to Canadian boys the same age?
Well, they're not bad, I'll tell you, but, you know, they tell me that the program has been going for about 20 years, so if it has, something's wrong somewhere, you know.
多大了？13 boy of 13
Boy of 13?
他鞋带太松，刚才。
Ask him to skate and see if that skate's better now.
他说你现在试试看，滑滑看是不是这个紧的这只脚好滑一点。他就叫他试一下，差点，这个紧的。
Now the boys that have their skates come right together, they should put another sock in there so it gets good and tight on their feet.
他说你们这个有的鞋带啊，现在绑的已经很紧的。
When you go around the corner, you don't go like this.
踢板弯不好。
The other way.
She talks to us all the time in Chinese that we don't understand.
No, let's get her to say something in Chinese.
你好，
Ni hao.
你好，
Hao.
你好。
The only words we know that
makes any sense at this
Zai-jin.
moment.
Zai-jin.
That means goodbye.
Zai-jin.
谢谢，
谢谢，
谢谢，谢
谢
啊。
Gombe.
Just to us?
No, you don't want it on tape.
To all the buckos in China.
To all the buckos and the buckies. The lizard.
The lizard.
No Mao Tai.
To the lizard.
The wonderful, wonderful wizard, the wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
The lizard of Oz.
The lizard of Oz.
The lizard.
Lizard.
Like a big rock.
What's that stuff called again?
Ill-faced show.
Mao Tai.
It is very hot.
Ooh, very hot.
Very hot. Very hot.
And a clipping in the newspaper says that the first thing the Chinese noticed about the Canadian team was their long hair.
他这个加拿大报纸曾经说过就是中国人第一件事注意到的一定是运动员的长头发。
那不一定，这个随便嘛，这个。
Well, everyone can have his own choice.
That's right.
It's nothing clear.
That's why I got this jacket, so I'd fit in with the masses.
所以他是 You are feeling with what?
So I'd fit in with the masses, and no one would know I wasn't Chinese.
所以他穿这个衣裳， 就使人家觉得他是跟群众在一起，跟中国人一样。
Goodbye to Harbin, hello to Chongqing, or whatever we're going. I don't know where it is. Chun.
Sunday, we must believe in Harbin.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
Oh, it's open, Bob.
Who's in here? Two things that you need to know. One, that we will arrive in Chongqing at 4:31. Then we will go directly to the hotel. And then after we do that, we're going to have a practice tomorrow morning.
We go through all the tea routine like we always do.
Tea? You guys don't get tea today. Just hot water. We'll get some hot water Mai Tai.
No. I got some Mai Tai in my bag. I got some Mai Tai.
So you might have trouble getting that through the border, you know. Hey, you can't carry explosives across the border. Well, that Mai Tai, that liquor they got here, I think it's half TNT and half gasoline. And 60% alcohol, that is.
Yeah, I noticed there weren't too many guys smoking, near you last night. Any special things we should know?
From what I gather, we have to talk over what we're going to do. But one of the things we're going to be going to is to see a whole educational systems.
Hey, how about getting to see the movie studio?
开始，怎么要出车？对，不能让他看咱们的笑话。停。
那个位置是靠近码头一点。
Changcheng, the Hollywood of China, where more people go to movies than anywhere in the world, and the stars make $30 a month.
大叔，怎么要去试车？对，不能让他看咱们的笑话。停。
The movie is typical. The story deals with corruption on a commune and ends with the re-education of the corruptors.
孙不是昨天掰的那才叫积木棒子，就落下了这么多呀！这简直是无组织无纪律。这事儿啊，咱得好好的刨刨根儿啊！刨啥根儿？一句话，私心不退。嘿，你不觉得这些事儿都跟前广的活动有联系吗？嗨，这怎么能够乱联系？
要我看，这个人对集体有些地方还正经不错呢。 他赶那几个月车从里来雨里去的，
这些事儿，你可不能不往心里去啊！
Another lousy turnout. 17,800 to watch practice.
Yeah?
That's incredible, eh? Can you imagine? They do have instant crowds here. Wonder how long they've been here. Because we only let them know last night that we were having practice at 11 o'clock today. I mean, like after the meal. So either they've been here from 7 in the morning on the assumption we're going to practice, or just on the assumption we might walk by.
You gonna put on a good show for them?
We have to. We always put on a good show. Becoming like the Harlem Globetrotters. Got to make every act a good one.
Well, it all looks glorious before, you know, you set out and all that. You'd think, oh, it's just going to be the greatest experience of your life. But once you get over here, you find out that it's going to get a little boring at times.
Like, what are the guys bitching?
Right now, this is practice. I really don't think they understand that to these people, it's a routine thing to them. But to these people, it's a great thing.
Everybody's coming down with colds?
Starting to get them. Figure with the amount of multi they got in their body, they shouldn't get sick.
What about injuries? There's a lot of small injuries that can happen from you guys?
Not too much. Bruce Brill had that shoulder problem, but that happened in Canada. Other than that, I don't think there's been anything, Jeff.
Just your injury.
Just my injury. Split lip. Multi cured that. I think the big thing that some of the guys haven't been pacing themselves. You know, like these that have never been on, say, a long trip like this. Instead of maybe every day making sure they, even if they're just laying down in their bed and getting some rest, they want to partake in everything that's organized.
Left side. Knee. Left knee. Side.
Can you bend it? It's locking a little. Try to bend it on your own. It's locking.
I can't bend it in any farther.
I'm going to rotate it. Does that hurt? Does that hurt?
That's on. Right. Oh.
Okay.
Right in there.
We'll get you off. Put all your weight on your good leg. Jimmy, you got skates on. It's better you help him up. Put all your weight on your good leg.
That's going to be on TV. Oh, wow. Wow. Where's Dr. Nobody?
He's taking a picture of his own leg.
First, disinfection is applied.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, after.
Any pain?
No pain, no. I can feel a slight sensation running down the outer part of the leg below the needle. I can feel a sensation of the needle I can feel it at the point. I guess at the tip of the needle.
Do you have
every time
tense feeling there?
Every time he twists it, there's a tense feeling down there, yes.
You think you could do it?
Are you kidding? I barely hit one of his arteries and he'd bleed to death.
Guy's leg, if they angle the camera, they won't be able to tell.
Jeff,
all right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh. What's that? Action!
Action! I know it, Bob. You should have some of these on the bench because there's a few guys needed on the. Yoshio, right up the old. Yeah. Hey, no sick, no hot, no more. Hey, no loss.
Very hot in here.
No loss. Not sick. Not sick.
For 1 month,
That is to say, once a month ago, he got lost his voice.
现在给他加倍。
啊啊哈，他就声音
就是这样。
发音发的
So now the voice is like this.
这个并真的效果。
这个穴位叫上廉泉。
这我可就是说不上来了，还得靠你了。
这个是英文，这个英文。
这是他第一次治疗。第一次治疗。This is the second time.
原来一点声没有。
Before he received the acupuncture, he lost his voice completely.
Somebody asked why he lost his voice in the first book.
毛主席。
大啊啊。
Yeah, much better. Seems.
Oh, I'm impressed.
John, not too long. Greg, you have a good sleep? Yeah. Geez, you look like you're just about dead.
Looking forward to getting home?
Pardon?
Looking forward to getting home?
Oh, you want to believe it. That'd be the greatest thing.
It's incredible how everything is the same, eh? You look out that window and it's been the same for the last hour, and look out that window.
Do you think these people are sort of unconscious of pollution?
I just think when you're a developing country, as we say in my Sociology 400, that, you know, you just have to put priorities, you know, and there's perspective, and pollution, I think, is really low down on their list.
Can't find that note.
Why? Why single out that note? You don't seem to be finding many of them.
What was a big moment for you in the trip, Rich?
I guess the biggest moment was from a heart. Well, I guess it was a pretty big moment. It's carrying the flag. The first, like I guess I've been playing on the Birds for the longest, and the opening ceremonies in Peking, I carried the flag, and it was pretty funny because, like, you go out and they play this music, and you go all around the ice and you spread out. And we're standing there playing the national anthems, and I got a cramp in both my legs, and they were just going up and down, up and down, up and down. And I looked at the top of the flagpole, and it's just going back and forth like this, you know. And the other guy who was carrying the flag just thought that was the funniest thing.
It gave me such a good feeling when we were walking out. You know, when we first went to that school, and then they invited us in. All those kids, the way they sort of responded to you.
Yeah.
It was really neat.
The thing that I really sort of liked was sort of the people wanted to see what you look like. Like, apparently they like to know what the nose, eh? Like, apparently Orientals have such small noses, and that's how they talk about white people as big noses or something. And like, it was sort of fun seeing their reactions when they looked at you.
I just heard that our noses are so big that our players have to watch the nose doesn't put them offside.
但是他们这个球队队员呢，因为这个都鼻子都是大的，所以他们都很注意，会把这个鼻子给打掉。
What's that again? What's that?
Nothing to me, he said.
Okay, go on, talk.
请你转告他们队员，我们今天保证他们的安全。
You will be safety. You should never mind your nose. You should will be safety.
Just a couple things. We'll go home to eat now, and there's that tour to the hydroelectric dam this afternoon for those who want to go. It's not compulsory or anyone or for all of you. In fact, I question whether you should go because it's a 3-hour trip. And the reason I'm saying that is that, this is our glass game tonight, and I think, we'd like to admit, it's the biggest crowd we'll have played to and will be playing to. So let's make it a great one. Okay? Let's think about it.
Good job tonight, you guys. Go.
Come on, guys, let's get out there and get one for the Gipper. Hey, tell me the Gipper story? George Gipp was a centerman for Newt Rockney's team, Notre Dame, and he died of pneumonia. And Newt Rockney started that saying, get out there and get one for the Gipper, against Syracuse, 1934. And that's when it all... And that's when it all started, because he was the captain of the team, and he gave it 100% the whole time. And when he died of pneumonia, it really meant a lot to the whole team. This is like something out of Monty Python.
What, did the whole trip to China?
That number 18. Billy Gass is a pretty weird guy. And I want you to tell me to get out there and play a little hockey.
Rich, why don't you get out there and play some hockey, because winning's the only thing. We all know that winning's the only thing, okay? Let's play hockey.
Hockey. Right, Bob.
This is a double-side embroidery picture of a tiger. It is a gift presented by the Chinese Winter Sports Association to the Canadian Amateur Hockey Association. Now, please allow me also to make a personal gift to the head of the delegation. The brocade painting of China.
Distinguished guest, Mr. Lee.
尊敬的客人李先生
and other distinguished Chinese guests.
其他的尊敬的中国客人们
I think it is suffice to say that we have simply made ourselves at home in China.
我想说下面这句话就足够了，就是我们在中国就和在家里一样。
As for the hockey itself, we took no pride in the score of the games.
我们对于我们比赛当中的比分并不感到骄傲。
Because when two friends play, the score is not important.
因为两个朋友之间的比赛，比分是不重要的。
This was the teacher playing with the pupil.
这是先生和学生之间的比赛。
We have no secrets in hockey, and we have tried to pass on everything that we know about this game.
在冰球方面，我们并不保密，我们愿意把所有我们知道的东西都告诉你们。
Once again, I would say, as sincerely as any human can say it to the Chinese people, thank you very much.
能归纳成一句话，那就是非常非常感激你们。
For me, possibly this is the most difficult task since I've been to China. And if I get lost for words, I hope he just fills them in.
对我来说，现在面临了我到中国以来的最难完成的一个任务。
I think I would just like to read what I've written in the leaf to Mr. Lou Chau, my voice in China, a true friend and traveling companion, with warmest regards.
我想把我在这本书上的题词念一下，就是赠给刘觉筹先生。在中国，他是我的生硬，一个真正的朋友 和旅伴，我致以热烈的友情。约翰。
Just out of curiosity, who are we playing tonight?
Same team we played in Chungcheon.
The last team?
Yeah. With a few additions, probably.
That would be a good time.
Oh, yeah. All your sticks. Well, we giving all those sticks and everything away today? I don't know.
No. The last guy that asked me if he wanted to trade sticks wanted to trade a brand new stick for something that came up to just about my waist. That was a real bonus.
Good to shake a hand. The guy wheeled around and took his stick.
That happened to me in Peking. Some guy wanted to use my stick for a couple shots. And I was really surprised when I wanted it back.
That was the end of it, eh?
Looking forward to wrapping up tonight?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to leaving China, but...
You know, it would have been nice, you know, to...
But I'm looking forward to wrapping up hockey. I mean, like, it's...
Pretty tedious sometimes.
Like you say, friendship first, competition second. Well, you know, that's not an easy thing to work with.
Yeah, and a game of hockey, it's pretty...
Like, if you're conscious of... And I guess we haven't, we beat them 14-1, but if you're conscious of not trying to humiliate them. Like, we got 14 goals up and guys started laughing. We all started laughing, and I don't think that went over too well. You know, playing within that situation where you've got to watch stuff. It's really a pain. I'm surprised people haven't showed more interest in your teeth, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, they did. They almost lost them one time.
That's right.
I came in back in after practice, and my teeth are gone.
Yeah.
I didn't know where they were.
Where
They found them under a couch somewhere here.
Not lost.
No, Ricky said not lost.
Not lost.
Not in Harbin.
Not lost in Harbin.
No.
Not lost in Peking either.
No.
Actually, this is a nice dressing room. It's just it's a long ways to the ring. Long walk.
March on of coaches, referees, and players.
全场的8000多名观众不断为中加两国运动员精彩表演和友好气氛鼓掌喝彩。现在金城队的5号队员毕春华和加拿大队14号队员星野争球，争球以后，球到了金城队的门区前面，加拿大准备起盘，金手守门员2号王虎把球顶出来。 在今天场上呢，表现的良好的技艺，他们在场上呢配合很默契，个人技术比较好，特别是呢运动员速度快， 个人技术好，体力好，所以在场上呢，给呢中国的长春市观众呢留下了深刻印象。
To be asked to sweep the rink between periods is considered a high honor by the Chinese, granted only to men of accomplishment. The Canadians win all 7 games, outscoring the Chinese 56-5.
In the first period, I just sort of, and I swear to God, mouth tie went right through me.
From yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't have to. I had 3 mouth ties last year. That's what.
Wow, the good Dr. Honey.
Way to go. Good series, Rich.
Yeah,
Except for today.
You're looking really fit, Bob.
Not
bad, is
really
fit.
Yeah. What's on tonight? That's a good series. What's on tonight? It's a good series. Yeah. Nice to have it. You almost look like Christmas tonight. Yeah. Snow. Bobby Murray, you haven't played in the snow for how long?
Oh, I see. Last year at Christmas time, one of the plays was so good.
Well, sometimes you look like you're playing in the snow.
Sometimes the way he moves the puck, I wonder about it too.
That's not even
What are you up to, Bob? Just came in to see you.
Pretty nice setup.
Pretty happy about winning.
Yeah, pretty happy.
A big thrill for you, your first big international.
I need on board. You have. Not for you.
You've never been El Presidente, coach, number 1, the whole group.
Well, late more.
It's a big thrill for you, and I'm
What are you
telling you.
Let's go in the showers. Let's
Is this group sex in here? Group sex?
Group sex. Here, watch behind the ears, Bob. Mom always told me to watch behind the ears.
Hey, get him the bottom of the mountain. Get him.
Dr. Bob. Here, you want another drink?
You got it down. It's real
now.
on the head. Don't waste it. Some of that. Have a party. 3 ounces of that, about 6 bottles of champagne. There's your slipper. There's the champagne. What's that ginger sweet? Oh, that's cool. Whoa. There you go, Bob. Hey, clean up when you're finished. I would suggest a hasty exit. Sweep the floor. I think I call worse than that.
What do you say, Bob? What do you think about it, Bob?
Come on, you think I'm wet enough?
Give us the whole story.
Now, here I am. Who would ever believe it? What city were you in, Jereen? Nah, I don't know. They're pretty good kids. It's been a great series. I'm not sure I want to end up in the bathtub.
What do you think the kids learn? You learn anything?
Do you mind if I sit down and jump? Because it's really cold standing up. No, I think that, I think mostly, I guess it's kind of an understanding of other people. And I've really been proud of our kids because they've, I think, have done really well. They've come through and played good, clean hockey and didn't react. You know, some of it was kind of tough too because some of the Chinese kids didn't know some of the cross-checking, and like they do a lot of things that are illegal, and they just don't know any better, you know. And I was really proud of our kids. The series as a whole wasn't really, you know, like really tough hockey from the standpoint of doing it, but there were a lot of unusual circumstances, you know, playing at 20 below and in the wind, frozen feet, with like tonight playing in the snow. How many guys? I'm doing my. Well, I might as well do my washing. None of our guys. Only one. I think Bobby Murray had played in the snow before, and I think that what the big thing was that they reacted and they adapted and they adjusted when they had to, and I think that basically no one could say that they weren't pretty good ambassadors, and I was really proud of them. It was kind of hard, I think, on some of the kids tonight, for example, you know, it was sort of that kind of environment. It's snowing, and I think they were singing Christmas songs before they went out on the ice. You know, you start to get a little nostalgia, and I'm not saying homesick, but it sure would be nice to go home.
Christmas in the tropics. Really into it.
Holy night. 3 weeks in the North Chinese winter, and the Thunderbirds have made their contribution to international friendship.
Where's the virgin? Holy infant, so tender and mild. I'll play my flute. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Hey. Well, if that was China, we've seen it.
What's that?